9 minutes to 10 a.m. as we head towards closure, and we're now taking a look at water restrictions in Laudium. And we're joined this morning by Ward 61 Cllr Mahomed Essop. Brother Mohammed, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and welcome.
Wa alaikum salam.
Jazakallah so much for joining us this morning. Now, let's talk about these water restrictions in Laudium. How did they come about? What is some of the background?
Okay, let me put you in the picture quickly. It's been going on for over 5 years now. Every year this time, somehow we don't have water in Laudium, and it goes on for 2-3 days. But this time, it went on for almost 5 days. And the community were really fed up with what is going on, because rainwater blames Tshwane and Tshwane blames rainwater all the time. But they don't resolve the problem. Right now, they've done something, but it hasn't resolved the problem as yet, because they haven't found the cause of the problem yet. And neither can Tshwane or rainwater inform us as to what the problem is, because each one is pointing a finger at each other there. Now. We were there at the reservoir from Friday afternoon up to Monday. Up to Monday, there was not a drop of water coming into the reservoir, and I've called on rainwater and the officials from City of Tshwane to be there on site, and they confirmed there was nothing coming in. And then on Tuesday, I don't know what they did, right? But then there was a little water coming through. There is water coming through now in the whole of Laudium, but it's low pressure. But the cause of concern is they haven't resolved the problem as yet, and nobody can give us a definite answer.
Well, clearly this is not acceptable, because for 5 years and nobody knows what the problem is, the root cause of the problem is. And obviously this actually speaks volumes, Brother Mohammed, with regard to the powers that be, but also in terms of the blame game, one blaming the other, and this is definitely not acceptable.
And then another point of concern is like rainwater says they restricted the whole of Tshwane by about 20%, right? Okay, so if they restrict you by 20%, you should still get some water coming in, firstly, right? Okay. Secondly, is in the whole of Tshwane, they all got water. It was only Laudium. Again, every time. This is not the first time in the last 5 years, every year, this time of the year, when it's Diwali or it's Eid or something like that, we don't have water. It's every year without fail, right? Now I'm saying, if rainwater supplies the whole of Tshwane, and if you restrict the whole of Tshwane for 20%, why is it only affecting Laudium? They cannot give us answers for this.
Obviously, this is not acceptable, but I think also, I know the Laudium community, obviously, rallying together at a time like this, and we've seen this in the past where I've covered this, in the event of no water. But just as far as people and how are people actually coping, because the water, obviously, a variable resource.
Right now, I'm saying to you that the water has been restored, but not fully. All right, I've got a whole lot of water trucks on standby if in case it happens again. But it's always the elderly people that suffer. Really, they really suffer. And the community is now fed up, because if it happens again, I'm sure they're going to go back to the streets again.
Well, definitely. And also, I think the key issue here is to get to the bottom of this. And, we hope and pray that, inshallah, that, normality will be restored. But more importantly, as far as the community of Laudium is concerned, being a specific area that obviously has suffered as a result of these restrictions, we trust and hope that, things work out at the end of the day. We definitely will follow developments from time to time, and hopefully rainwater and the powers that be can get to the bottom of the problem, inshallah.
Inshallah. But please note that I've requested a meeting with rainwater officials and the officials of Tshwane. I've asked for an urgent meeting. They haven't responded yet. So as soon as we can get them together with us, and we might get some answers, and I'll come back to you on that one, inshallah.
No problem. Jazakallah so much for that, Cllr Mahomed Essop. Allah make it easy for you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam.
Discover the Africa of your dreams and surround yourself with her spectacular beauty. Relax beneath her serene sunsets and explore wildlife at its natural best. It's where the pride of Africa comes together. The Kwantu Private Game Reserve. Get to know the Big Five or cruise on an elephant safari game drive. Interact with lion and tiger cubs and enjoy world-class halal cuisine while we pamper you during your 5-star stay. Indulge in the true African experience. For reservations, call now on 042 203 1400 or visit kwantu.co.za. The Kwantu Private Game Reserve, the place of gathering.
A strip of land with over 2 million people blockaded for 13 years. Healthcare is on its knees, food is scarce, and water is inadequate. COVID has wreaked havoc in the lives of the people of Gaza. 53% of the population live below the poverty line. 80% of Gaza relies on external aid to survive. And 20,000 children